This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle. Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
Buongiorno, bonjour, ciao. How you doing? It is, yes, you've got it, Thursday the 21st of this glorious month of March, and rain in the forecast. Hopefully you've got that second cup of coffee, because you're going to need it. We have a smash bang up show for you. Mike, get up. You seem like you're sleeping. As I take my sip of coffee, grab my glasses, and right off the top is the birthday list. So, Anthony Testa, Rick Russo, Corey Winslow, Vicky Ventura, Rosalie Cayaza, Charlotte Adrian, Frank McLaughlin Jr., Roxanne DeVincentis Taylor, Cassie Amabel, Jeff Scrim, Beth DeCaesar, Beth Polio DeCaesar, Father Donut. That's an inside joke, by the way. Judy Kaluka Masters and Roslyn Kayaza. Happy birthday. Get that second piece of birthday cake. Terry Hoyt, or Boyd, excuse me. Hopefully you have a great day. Thanks for the kind comments. And we're off and running. Here you go. The Padula Show says hello. We better call him, because if we don't call Mr. Padula, then, I want to know if he's caught up on the reruns of Cooking and Castle yet, because he's like, he's watching his kids. Yesterday we made sauce, and so we got to I got to see what Mr. Padula.
Hey, what's happening? Joe
What?
Biden, good to hear from you.
I wondered if I had a way to do some Cooking and Castle shows, because I knew you were watching reruns, and I wanted you to catch up, because I knew.
Unintended, right?
Yeah. Well, if you saw the French dressing one. Yeah.
What's going on, man? What's happening? Are you bored? Where are you at?
Well, we're right on the air.
Oh.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
And everybody says good morning. And it's
what's going on?
I'm speechless, because we have a lot of individuals, as I bang the table, that are totally now enthralled with NCTV45.
Right.
And we put our programming day together.
Yes.
And you come on right before Cooking the Castle. You're the warm-up show before the okay. What we do,
Ratings, as you can tell, that's a huge ratings boost for you. But
what we do is, we put you on before the morning show.
Right.
We figure everybody will, have to go to the bathroom, get themselves all squared away, and they watch the morning show, their stomach settles, and then they watch Cooking the Castle, they get hungry.
Right, and one thing about us, if you watch us, I don't know what type of comedy people like, but if you're constipated and you watch the show, hey, you may end up going, so it may help you out.
Yeah.
And then after that, you pick up some recipes, have some coffee from the Confluence
Well,
or Two Rivers, and enjoy your day.
Now, this is really something. I had somebody write in and said, I love pizza and I love my Italian heritage. How about that?
Yeah, they love their pizza and their Italian heritage. That's very nice.
Yeah, I thought so. And yesterday we showed people how to make sauce.
Uh-huh.
Because, not a lot of people know how to do that.
Right, but may I just say one thing, Cook? Here's what I don't understand. Now, back in the day, you were kind enough when you would feed J&J.
Yeah.
Now, we get nothing. We get we get nothing. I don't understand why. Now, you talk about the food. Yes. Is it great food? Yes. Are the recipes fantastic? Absolutely. But I would have to come down one of these days. Like I said, I came down this weekend. You weren't there. Okay, thanks a lot. I got stiffed again. You're like Davey Copperfield. Hey, come on down. Then you disappear. That's all right. I understand.
Well, this is going to be good because let me explain.
Go ahead.
We're going to have like this big grand opening.
And what?
This is a pretty nice place here. I'm going to have to start wearing like a sport coat or something because I got to start looking. Bev Ryan Schober sent us a message and she said hello. And,
hi.
Hi. Now, a lot of people are saying, geez, this NCTV45 is looking pretty good on Comcast.
Right.
So, and J&J is on our programming day.
Right.
So, what we have to do is some live morning show with you.
Well, listen, what I could do, and I told you this 1,000,000 times, as you well know, I babysit my beautiful grandchildren. If you let me know ahead of time, I could do a Monday, I could do a Tuesday. You got to let me know ahead of time because I'd be more than happy to come down. You and me, we did it a couple times on our own. I don't know what Jay's doing right now. I don't know where Rajesh is, Mr. Weatherby, Elmer. I don't know where those guys are, but I do know one thing. 2 union graduates getting together, had a lot of fun on NCTV45, would just suit me fine.
Hey, you know what? We're going to have to do that. I'm going to give you a call over the weekend. My son has a college interview on Saturday. Now, that's St. Tiberius Day.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I want to know, too, if you think this is correct. Do you know what Tuesday was in Italy?
Yes, St. Joe's.
And it was referred to as Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking that would be an appropriate. Now, will they take off for Father's Day, or do you not know?
You know what? From what I understand, they usually take off for Father's Day. The guys get together. Hey, they make they make a few visits. They get a little schiedel, some pastries, a little sambuca. Who knows what goes on? But here's what I do know. That the Cook in the Castle, like I said, I like to do a live show. I like to do a live show, a little bit of tasting, so we can get the people looking at the product that you put out there.
Well, we're going to do this. By the way, Dave Stoner says hello.
David Stoner, man, I'm not a stoner dude.
Well, he's a real person. He said hello.
Oh, okay.
And Chuck Burke said hello, too.
Who?
Chuck Burke.
Who's that?
I
think people calling in again.
Another real person that,
Listen to me. You're lost for words again. Listen, you're never.
No, I'm listening.
But your rest.
Well, see, I bet. You know what's coming on tomorrow?
He's done the best with this college day. I wish him the best. He'll do fine. He's a good kid. You raised a good family, beautiful family. You have a beautiful wife. You have a beautiful daughter. But let me just say this, not to digress. Newcastle, we got to do one thing. I know Sharon lost the other night, but West Middlesex, come on, man. They're from the area. They're
girls team.
State champion. Yeah, man. Mike Williams. I know Mike. His wife used to teach at Newcastle. Now she's the head softball coach at West Middlesex. She was the head softball coach at Newcastle. They put together a great team. If you look what Mike has done to that team in the last 5 years, he's like the John Wooden of West Middlesex. So good luck, big red girls, man. He's like the Blundo. How about Blundo? What does he have? 2,972 wins. Pretty soon, I'm going to start calling him John Wooden.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And you know what? Here's the thing. That was a very close game up at Slippery Rock with Hermitage and Hickory or whatever they... I don't understand. They're Hermitage, but they call their school Hickory. Like, is it Old Hickory?
Well, look, that's a good team. That guy, not to get serious for a second, but the guy, again, following in Blundo's blueprint, if you will, put together a nice team. And guess what? They will be back next year at Hickory, Hermitage, whatever they want to be called. Newcastle, with the lineup, the young kids that developed mentally, because you know how that goes. So you could have all the physical attributes, but it's the mental part of it, the discipline part of it, the focus part of it. And I will bet anybody in Newcastle, the Canes will be back at the WPIL championships. I don't want to put pressure on Blundo. I know, like, he's won 9 million games, okay? So he's coach of the year. If he doesn't get coach of the year for the team he had this year with the young kids that he developed, wow, there's something wrong with that. But anyway, or maybe the guy from Hickory / Hermitage will get coach of the year. You will be getting kook of the year because of the beautiful recipes you put together. Am I going too fast for everybody? I didn't even have coffee yet. Go ahead.
Kathy Brunswick said hello.
Hey, Kathy, how you doing? I love Kathy.
Good luck.
Back in the day.
Good luck, West Middlesex, she went on to say.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that because I knew that you'd want to know. You know.
Kathy?
That she said good luck.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, what the heck? You know, don't forget, when we were growing up, they were in our Tri-County League.
That's right.
Remember that. We would play West Middlesex, Mercer, Lakeview, and then Laurel and Shannick and all those teams. So, obviously, that's changed.
You're right. You know, and after all...
Listen, think about this. We had Newcastle, Sharon, and the Shannick, all these teams from here on the western part of Pennsylvania that had a great showing as opposed to all the teams that made it for the state playoffs. So that's pretty good.
This is true.
Very good.
And you know, remember your 73 team, they had to spot them a few points because they were a little, you know, if you would ever taken on the greater teams like that I played on, then you would have had some trouble.
Listen to me. We still, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still awake, if you're still on your second or third cup of coffee, if you're still getting ready to bite a donut and you're hesitating, waiting to hear my words, I graduated in 1974. Our football team from 1973 ended up 11-1. It was the first year they had the WPIL championships, and we still have the most victories ever in the history of Union Area High School.
Followed by the great class of 78.
Donuts. What? You were 10-2. 11-1 is better than 10-2. Okay? Whatever. I don't know. You must be sniffing too much flour. I think that's your problem. You're sniffing too much flour. Kathy, you got to come down to the studio or something here, Brunswick. Listen. But again, let's just fast forward to now. Again, the representation around the county, I thought was pretty good.
Yes,
very good.
I thought it was excellent.
Hey, let me say one more thing. Do you have a minute?
I sure do. I have any time for you.
You know what still work out quite a bit. I run quite a bit. People see me out in Shannick or out Union or Shenango. But what I like too, Jeff Smiley has a gym out in Laurel. And what I like is if you go early Saturday mornings, a lot of the high school kids from the area are there. And I think it's great. And they're young kids. And they're there. They're not home. They're not playing Nintendo. They're not playing, what's that, Baywatch or Fortnite or Fifth Night or whatever the heck they do, okay? You know, getting calluses on their thumbs and, you know, these millennials, I can't take it anymore. But the only reason why I'm saying is you see people out there working hard and they're young kids. God bless them, and that's why they're having success. Hey, I'm running out Shenango. I see a couple of young ladies with personal trainers, coaches, jumping over the hurdles. And that was on a Saturday or a Sunday morning. So I like stuff like that because I thought for a moment there, and I'm, you know, you're like me. We're old school people. I thought for a moment there nobody cared about working out anymore. Everybody's going to start, you know, I'm going to start because I know this person on the board or I know the principal or my mom and dad have money. No. These kids are out there working hard, so God bless them, and, you know, good gym out there with Jeff, and all the training out at Burke. I notice a lot of kids go out to Burke out here and work out, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, can they cook like you? Absolutely not. Can they train like if you had a training seminar to cook and be like you with the recipes and everything? Would they be successful? Absolutely not.
Well,
They can't come. Are you still there or what?
I'm drinking my coffee, and Stephanie.
Stephanie, hi.
Stephanie likes NCTV45.
She better. I gave her $100.
Did she pass the SAT?
You know what? You know what kills me? You took the SATs, right?
Yeah.
Here's what kills me about all this stuff. Okay, I'm not going to jump on a soapbox, but let me just say this: you're either intelligent or you're not. Done deal. Okay, you either are you know, talent or you don't have talent. Okay, so to pay to get in to take these fake photo pictures like you did with Union when you were the quarterback, I can understand. I felt bad for you too. I took one of the pictures. I was involved with that with Clark Studio. I don't want to say anything. Okay, but you know, but for these people to do this stuff, I think it's hysterical because. Nobody has any, you know, I always say this, in this world, you know how people are afraid of Trump and you have all these liberals, and I don't want to get into politics, but hey, here's one thing I always say in life. Go to Walmart because they'll always have balls on sale, okay? That's what I want to say on a beautiful Thursday morning, okay? Go to Walmart, get the balls, have a tough life, have a fun life, eat recipes from Cooking at Castle. I didn't even have coffee. I'm rambling on here. Where's Kathy Brunswick?
You know what? If you have balls, you'll bounce back.
Wow, look at you. I set you up for that one. You talk about an 8-foot arc on that softball. Wow. But listen, it's always a pleasure to be on NCTV45. I hope after you have a great, safe visit with your son at college, give me a call. I have your number, or I'll stop by. You're never there at the studio. Where are you located anyway? I thought you were at the Temple building.
We are in the beautiful Majestic. We now have you know, if you've taken a look, we have a beautiful lunchroom now.
Where's it at? Where are you located?
Right in the Castle Arms. It's called the Castleton Majestic. I'm halfway between Dunkin' Donuts and Speedway. So when I come out,
nuts, man, that place is packed all the time.
Yeah, their food is good.
Now listen to me. Now see, this is where I'm going to have to say something to you. How out there you eat Speedway food when you make the best Italian food? See, they should cancel your show. Who's the president of your
Well,
show?
see, here's the thing. I have the donuts.
You do?
Yeah, I'll go down there and get some donuts. Go down there and get some pop. You know, they actually asked if they could have my recipe book. I said, well, no, you're going to have to watch Cooking at Castle. Because
Right.
if you watch Cooking at Castle, that way, you know, it's more viewership. I said, but don't tune in too early, because if you watch the Padula show, you'll throw up, then you'll be hungry.
Well, listen, Cook, I didn't know you were at the Majestic. You were all over the place. I don't understand what's going on here. You're listen to me. All right, you're at the Majestic. It's
It is so beautiful.
Majestic. And then you hear like angelic music in the background. NCTV45.
Well, there's a piano. There's a piano in the lobby. We have a TV playing for the people sitting in the lobby. They can watch TV. Okay, there's a card shop here. There's a place to get your hair cut.
The old barber shop? I think my cousin Dick Costello was down there.
Yes.
Isn't there an old barber shop down there?
Right. There's all these beautiful amenities
Yeah.
that just make it super. And, you know, I mean, what am I going to tell you?
Hey, you know what? I feel bad. What's that guy's name, the state senator? He was from Union, too. Speranza, what's his name? Sputnik, what's his name?
You're talking about Chris Sonata.
You know what I don't understand? I feel bad for the guy. I hope he's listening to the show. I walked by that, your Majestic place. Remember with the barber shop? He was sitting there in a chair sleeping.
Well, you know what they said.
I knocked on the window. I couldn't get him up.
Because that's his hit song. Did you hear the hit song?
No.
You never heard the hit song. Hey, Chris Sonata, we really think you ought to take a stand sometime.
Well, listen to me. I guess you're not a big fan of Chris Sonata. He got some kind of a grant. Maybe it's for the barber shop. Maybe he's going to reopen a barber shop, and he has that fake mustache. I don't know. I don't want to criticize the guy. He graduated from Union, but who knows what he does in the barber shop? I thought he, you know, from watching the old Dean Martin show, you know, variety show with Tom DeLuise and Nipsey Russell, I thought he was waiting for Dean Martin and Nipsey Russell to show up, but he's still sitting there. I drove by this morning.
Well, he's
just sitting in a chair. He has the thing around his neck. He's waiting to get shaved.
Yeah, and you know, he's a politician, so he never wants to get clipped.
Wow. Look, you're loaded this morning. Good thing I sent you my producer notes. Well, listen, man, I wish I could stay longer. I got to get my grandson. I got to get Kathy Brunswick. I love you. Let's do Cooking at Castle. Come down and do the show with us. And call me. And again, good luck to your son. He'll do well in college. No matter wherever you go, he'll do fine. He is you for a dad. He's got a great mother. You have a great family. Great Cooking at Castle. Chris Sonata, if you're awake, let me know, please, and get rid of the mustache. But the hair, what's up with the hair? Anyway, listen, and then the mayor race, I can't wait. Some of the candidates, I got to see, you know what I got to see, too? Not to get political, Newcastle, I'm sorry. I got to see how they do the bailout from Act 47. I want to see who has the best idea.
Well, you understand when it was time to turn in petitions?
Yes.
Everybody just took up their wedding album and showed them who they invited.
Wow. Look at you. That's 4 good ones in a row. 4 good ones. You're on a hot streak. Well, listen. Hey, Newcastle, have a great day. The weather's going to be okay. What's the weather going to be like today? Don't you do weather on NCTV?
Yes.
What's the weather going to be like today?
A little bit of rain.
I'm out in my car waiting for my grandson. It looks like it's drizzling a little bit.
Yeah, it drizzles, stops. We're getting that rain until Friday.
Okay.
And then we're going to be sunny all weekend. So get ready.
That's good. That's good.
Get ready. It's going to be nice.
All right, you know what? Are you going to be in the studio after 2 or 3 o'clock?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. All right, well, listen, what we'll do when I come down, we'll try to wake up Chris Sonata.
Okay.
We'll get some Epsom salts. Is that what they used to use in the day? They used to put it underneath the nose and see if it'll shock him awake. I don't know what he's doing.
He hasn't been shocked in a long time.
He had a shirt on from Seinfeld. That's what he has on. He's in the chair, his bell bottoms, with the holes in the knees, and then I noticed there's a tattoo on his forearms that says, "I'm the boss." You know, he's probably dating that Ocasio-Cortez lady. She was the boss too. I thought Tony Danza was the boss. Weren't you under that impression?
Yeah, I was, you know, but a cow farted and that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, that didn't even wake up Chris Sonata. Okay. he's just taking it all in today. All right, well, listen, I love you, man.
Hey.
1974, best record in Union ever, 11-1. WPA playoffs, 9-0, Tri-County champs. Love you. We beat the Shanniker last game of the year to win a Tri-County North. All right, I'll see you. I love you.
Have a great one. Bye-bye.
All right, my man. Bye.
Now, that was the one, the only, the Padula, James Padula from the Padula Show. And, You can catch him on NCTV 45. And, hey, we're committed to excellence here. And that being said, I'm going to do one more thing and say, Adriana, thank you for joining the NCTV 45 family. And Kristen, thanks for joining the NCTV 45 family. Lewis, thanks for joining the NCTV 45 family. And that's going to take us to this break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Your family and friends will be pleased if you suggest dining at Mary's Middle Eastern Restaurant in Newcastle. Lamb and chicken dishes, stuffed grape leaves, tabbouleh, hummus, kibbe, and so much more from their huge menu. When you're looking for something different for your dining experience, then Mary's is the answer. Many of their customers come in from nearby counties. Mary's Middle Eastern Restaurant, located on Long Avenue in Newcastle. Call 724-652-2447. Parkstown Restaurant has been serving the greater Newcastle area with quality and experience in family dining and great entertainment. Their superb menu includes sides, wings, pizza, sandwiches, Italian entrees, American entrees, soups and salads. Parkstown Restaurant located at 2800 West State Street, Newcastle. Eat in or take out.
This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV 45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Well, we're back. Roxanne D'Angelo, thanks for joining the NCTV 45 family. And we're going to go through here real quick. Dominic, thanks for joining. And Mike, always a pleasure to hear from you. Nancy, thanks for joining the NCTV 45 family. And we're almost to the bottom here, folks, as I get you everything that's going on Newswatch and everywhere else. The Lieutenant Governor is coming to Lawrence County, and I think we have it all as I get ready to, there's only two more. 1, 2. So now let's go to what's going to be on Newswatch. We'll do this a little backwards today. So here you go. If you haven't tuned in to Newswatch and find out about a job expo, find out about bingo, find out about the fish fry report, find out about Bill Young, and also make sure you find out about a great play at the Playhouse. Now, we're going to take this break, and we'll be right back after we hear from these great sponsors.
Program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
Well, it's the Cedar Sports Corner, and that only can mean tournament time as the NCAA tournament kicks off. Some notable games today will see Minnesota at Louisville, Yale at LSU, Vermont at Florida State. Bradley will be at Michigan State. Now, elsewhere, Murray State at Marquette, and St. Mary's will be at Villanova. Montana will be at Michigan, while Old Dominion takes on Purdue, and Baylor takes on Syracuse. Now, over in the NBA, keeping with basketball, your Thursday schedule: Timberwolves at the Hornets, Nuggets at the Wizards. And later on, Jazz at the Hawks, Pistons at the Suns, Mavericks at the Kings, and Pacers, they'll be at the Warriors. In the NHL, and this is that time where you've got all kind of sports on the table. Your Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Predators. The Coyotes will be at the Panthers. The Bruins will be at the Devils. The Lightning at the Hurricanes. The Islanders, they're taking on the Canadiens. Red Wings at the Blues. Flyers at the Blackhawks. The Avalanche at the Stars. Now there's a set of late games which will feature the Senators at the Flames, and that's Calgary. Blue Jackets at the Oilers, Jets at the Golden Knights, and Sharks at the Kings. And just in case you were looking for some baseball, you're not going to be outdone there, as the Pirates at home against the Orioles, the Yankees on the road against the Cardinals, the Marlins take on the Mets, the Indians take on the Rangers, which the Rangers split their crew, the other half takes on the White Sox, and the Braves will be at Tampa Bay. Now, this was the Cedar Sports Corner Report. We're going to take this time out. We'll be right back.
Program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Joseph's Supermarket. Special thanks to Joseph's. The Pokeberry Exchange at 41 North Mercer Street has gifts galore. It's the Pokeberry Exchange. It's yours to explore.
Welcome back, and let's get to the word of the day. And here it comes. Ham-ready. Ham-ready. Wow. Now this will be an interesting word of the day. So we'll go from there as my monitor, sometimes it gets a mind of its own. Ham-ready. You know, wonder what the superheroes have to say about that. And this date in history. We got to even get you the song of the day. This has been like a crazy type of... Martin Luther King begins his march from Selma to Montgomery. Okay, so that tells you that he's getting ready to move on. And let's get to one more thing. Let's see. March holidays. Here we go. As it was a little bit slow. And the 21st. We're almost there. Absolutely incredible Kid Day. International Day of Forests. National Common Courtesy Day. National Fragrance Day. Wow, I could almost say that. National French Bread Day. World Down Syndrome Day. And World Poetry Day. That gives you a couple of words of the day. And now let's see if you could use that word that I gave you as the word of the day. In a sense, remember to hang on, and it'll be totally interesting. Here we go. Word of the day. Well, it didn't come up. There we go. Ham-ready. Okay. Just remember that. And here comes your song of the day as we fly on through the morning show. Coming up slow but sure. And, well, it's not that type of day. So I won't play that, but here you go. Now, name, title, and artist. And we're going to be back right after these messages.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets the modern conveniences of today. Spacious seating, amenities await. Fresh ingredients that make that just right pizza or entree. It's Tuscany Square for your next event. Stop and see us or give us a call at 724-654-0365.
Welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. Well, after last night's rainy low of 37, how is your Thursday looking? Well, things are going to clear up, as you can see, a little bit on the local radar and a lot more on national. But we have to get through this rain period that will be coming to an end Thursday. Cloudy 46. Possibility of rain on Thursday is 60%. Now Thursday night, mostly cloudy and 32. And the rain starts to shut off. Just in time for a great weekend, and here you go. Friday, sunny, 42. Friday night, partly cloudy and 26. Saturday, sunny and 45. Saturday night, mostly clear, 29. Sunday, sunny and 55. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, 35. And Monday, out pops the sunshine with a high of 58. Now this was Lawrence County 45 weather. Just get through this rain and then enjoy that sunshine. We're going to be right back after these messages.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program, furnished by a grant from Keystone Specialty, Newcastle's party store on Mill Street in Newcastle. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets the modern conveniences of today. Spacious seating and amenities await. Fresh ingredients that make that just right pizza or entree. It's Tuscany Square for your next event. Stop and see us or give us a call at 724-654-0365.
We're back, and not too many people do this like smoke anymore, but if you want to have a nice clean ashtray, leave it empty without a mess, and first clean it out with a fine leather upholstery cleaner, furniture cleaner, and that'll help you furniture polish, have a good clean ashtray. That's a great helpful hint. And here you go. Ask her, honey, from your perspective, which is the most important issue our child is facing right now? Then ask how you can best help. Well, it's about time you did something. She might say, if you want to help, let's go and get something to eat at one of those fine establishments that are on NCTV45. And that'll be perfect. Now that word of the day, okay, and Hamaretti, a flaw that brings out the downfall of the hero or of the tragedy in the story. There you go. Now, last but not least, song of the day.
I was happy in the sunshine. I grew to love you more each passing day. For too long
If You Love Me by Olivia Newton-John. And there you go. Now, I've only got one thing to say, and you've been doing it. Make sure that you tell a friend. And have a friend tell a friend about NCTV 45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, I don't watch that much television, tell them we're available anytime on your time. Yes, in the pursuit of excellence, we're NCTV 45 The Train. Available anytime on your time. Now make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.